What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is June the 5th. I'm going to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and where big money is gravitating towards today. Before I get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. Starting off, futures are nice and green. So NASDAQ is at 0.47, S&P is up 0.3. It has pulled down slightly, and that's just because of this right here. So ADP non-farm employment came in at 152 versus 173 forecast. So not necessarily the best data. So the market's kind of pulling down as a byproduct of that. But still, regardless, futures are nice and green. At the same time, you do see the fear and greed index under the fear category, and it is at 40, so it's pulled down quite a lot since the last several trading days. So at the same time, I've also seen a lot of people post about why we are in the fear category, but yet S&P is basically at all-time highs. So this might be an indication that we are at a top, temporary top, of course, but who knows? We'll just have to wait and see what does come out. Moving on to the actual stocks, SOFI is up slightly. No news, no SEC filings, so it is just going to merely piggyback off of the broader market. It is heavily shorted, so they might be a little bit more active today, especially due to the recent data. 17.6% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 182.75 million shares overall are being shorted. And as I said in my video yesterday, my dedicated SOFI video, just watch for this $6.74 support to hold, which right now it looks like it's kind of breaking below that. So the next strong support aside from this 674, which is that S1, is going to be that 665. So that has been the diamond that has saved SOFI in the past, because essentially I think it's been tested about 3 times over this last 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. So definitely something to watch for, because if not, then this is where it could continue its free fall down. But definitely a very interesting stock and volatile stock with a lot of manipulation. Moving on, micro algo, it is down slightly. No news today, but obviously any stock going up 669%, you are going to have a certain level of profit taking. So that's obviously what is happening with that. This is what they do, in case you are curious. It is a China-based company, IT consulting and other services, 86 employees and all the other fun jazz. It is heavily shorted, but that's actually because shorts increased a significant amount yesterday because of obviously that spike. Very bold though. I don't know if any logical investor would kind of increase shorting as much as they did on a stock that went up like almost 700%. That's just kind of crazy. Recipe for disaster, if you ask me. But beside the point, 27.74% of the free float is being shorted, utilization 76.52, and a grand total of 767,000 shares are being shorted. So this is kind of what the market does like, a low float company that is somewhat heavily shorted. I think prior to it, it was like at 5%, so nothing really crazy, and there is no point in talking about any of this. It did do a reverse stock split recently in March, so that skews a lot of the fib levels. So right now with it at $8.51, still trading between this S1 and the pivot, so no point really talking about that. Moving on, NVDA, it is up. No news, no SEC filings, so this has been one very, very interesting stock that, similarly to this, anyone betting against is just losing their asses. So 1.16% of the free float is being shorted, and right now with it at 100 or 1,179 on the market, it is trading between this R1 and this R2, and big money is getting into NVIDIA, because technically I even brought this up in my video yesterday, because of the significant amount of volume, similar to today. So yesterday I did say it had to get above this R1. It definitely did. Struggled at first, but it did get above this R1. So just watch for 1200 to be that next strong target / resistance, and then just watch for this 1,154 to hold. So definitely a very interesting stock. This one right now, no news, no SEC filings to justify why it is going up, nor why it went up yesterday. Ticker CCM, so Concord Medical Services Holdings Limited. This is what they do. So another China-based company, healthcare services. It's not heavily shorted whatsoever, so this is kind of a unique circumstance cents right here. And right now with it at $2.82, it is trading above this R3, and I'm even looking at like the 1 month. So no point doing any fib levels on stuff like this, because yeah, this is absolutely craziness on what is happening to that. So definitely tread cautiously. And finally, last stock I want to talk on, well, there's a couple others that I might just add on, but ticker is UCAR, UPower Limited. It is up slightly, but it was up quite a lot. It was up almost to $8 this morning because of this news. So that technology to be adopted by Portuguese National Taxi Association to drive decarbonization and electric mobility. So that's what was causing it to go up as much as it did. But yeah, definitely it has retraced down quite a lot. So currently trading between this S1 to this pivot. So 507 will be a strong support that you'll want to watch for. And then 599 will be that next strong target / resistance. Even just looking right here at the overview, you can kind of see just how it went up to around $8.56 pre-market. So this has been on my list in the past because of it being heavily shorted. So whenever I do my top 5 stocks, this has been in and out, but it is heavily shorted, so it's kind of a unique circumstance. So you do see some signs of manipulation. I don't know if that news actually justified for it to get to 856, but still a very interesting stock. A couple things as well I just wanted to share with you, or a couple of other stocks that's not really getting a lot of volume, but I do feel that you should really pay attention to. I did a dedicated video yesterday. Hologram, it is down slightly, but that's because it went up 32% based off of no news. But I did a video yesterday and I just pointed out, looking at just historical data, it tends to kind of do exactly what it did yesterday before a very significant spike up. So just watch for Hologram because it could be very interesting. And then finally, Faraday Future, it's getting somewhat okay volume, but in my video yesterday as well, I did say that you're going to have shorts really trying to suppress it below 50 cents because they don't want those options that are expiring this upcoming Friday, the 50 cent strike prices, to be exercised. So you are going to see a lot of manipulation for it to try to get pushed below 50 cents. So just saying it how it is. So let me know your thoughts on all the stocks I did bring up. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, make sure you guys definitely take advantage of this promo. So simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 added, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is a kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.